In the heart of Kenya's political history, one man stands tall, Raila Amollo Odinga, a man whose story it's not just about politics, but resilience, sacrifice, and an unyielding pursuit of justice. He was born on 7th January in the year 1945 in Maseno, Kisumu County. Raila is the son of the first Vice President of Kenya, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. From the very true beginning, his life was bound to be shaped by politics and the struggle for a better Kenya. Raila's journey began far from the political podium. He studied in the East Germany, where he graduated as an engineer. But when he returned home, Kenya was under firm grip of one-party regime, a time when speaking against authority could cost you everything. Yet, Raila refused to stay silent. In the 1980s, he was accused of involvement in the 1982 attempted coup against President Daniel Arap Moi. What followed was years of imprisonment, torture, and isolation, but even behind bars, his spirit remained unbroken. To his supporters, Raila became a symbol, the face of resistance, a man who could not bow to oppression. When Kenya finally opened the doors of multi-party democracy in the 1990s, Raila emerged stronger than ever. He joined the Forum for the Restoration of Democracy, FORDA, a movement led by his father. But after his father's death, Raila's political journey took new turns. He formed the National Development Party, NDP, and later merged with the ruling party, KANU, under President Moi, a move that surprised many. But Raila's strategy was clear: to fight from within. He would later break away again, helping to form the Rainbow Coalition that ended KANU's 40-year rule in 2002. The year 2002 marked the turning point. Raila's famous declaration, Kibaki Tosha, became one of the most powerful political endorsements in Kenya's history. It united the opposition, paving the way for Moi's Kibaki victory. But soon after, differences emerged. Within the new government, Raila and his allies accused the administration of betrayal and corruption. He became the face of opposition once again, leading the Orange Democratic Movement, ODM, through the 2005 constitutional referendum and in the 2007 general election. The 2007 election would become one of Kenya's most controversial. Allegations of electoral fraud plunged the nations into chaos. More than 1,000 lives were lost and millions displaced. Amid the crisis, Raila agreed to power-sharing deal, becoming the Kenya's prime minister in the 2008, serving alongside President Kibaki. For the first time, Kenya had a coalition government, a fragile but historic step towards peace. As a prime minister, Raila focused on rebuilding institutions, infrastructure, and unity. His leadership saw many projects, including the modernization of roads and the push of new constitution. In 2010, the new constitution was finally passed, a victory for democracy, one that Raila had fought for all his life. But his dream of becoming the president remained elusive. He contested again in 2013, 2017, and 2022, each time claiming irregularities in the results. Yet, through every defeat, he maintained his belief in peaceful reform and national dialogue. Beyond politics, Raila is a family man, married to Ida Odinga, with whom he shares lives of strength and partnership. Together, they endure the storms of politics and personal loss, standing as a symbol of endurance and hope. To his supporters, he is Baba, the father of the nation's democratic struggle. To his critics, he is a relentless challenger who never gives up. But to Kenya, he is a figure impossible to ignore. Raila Odinga continues to shape Kenya's political destiny, whether in office or in opposition. From prison cells to political rallies, from exile to parliament, his life tells a story of courage, conviction, and a constant call for justice. He once said, "If you want to read, you must be ready to sacrifice." And indeed, few have sacrificed as much for Kenya's democracy. This is the story of Raila, a man who refused to be broken, a leader who turned struggle into strength, and a name forever etched in Kenya's history.